Under a sky weeping with rain, Sarah walks with slumped shoulders, each raindrop a tiny burden. Her portfolio, bursting with vibrant cake designs, seems a cruel mockery against the gray cityscape. She passes a bakery, its windows glowing with the promise of warmth and sweetness. A wistful pause, her gaze lingering on the sugary creations displayed within. For a fleeting moment, the bakery's light paints a hopeful smile on her face. But the relentless rain washes it away, leaving only the stark reality of the day. In the heart of Sarah's snug apartment, the sweet, sugary aroma of baking fills the air. Sarah meticulously frosts a cake, her movements precise and tender. The small kitchen is her sanctuary, a haven of warmth and sweetness. Each layer of frosting is applied with care, a testament to her dedication. The cake begins to transform, a masterpiece emerging from humble ingredients. A simple act of baking becomes an expression of love and comfort in Sarah's capable hands. Under the harsh fluorescent lights of the office, Sarah's fingers freeze above the keyboard, a storm brewing behind her eyes. A hesitant knock breaks the silence, signaling an unwelcome intrusion. Mr. Henderson steps into the sterile space, a thin file clutched in his hand like a harbinger of doom. Sarah's face crumbles as the weight of Mr. Henderson's words sinks in downsizing, job loss, a future unraveling. The sterile office air feels thick with unspoken anxieties as financial realities crash down upon her. Her world tilts on its axis, the fluorescent lights now mocking her despair. In the dim solitude of her apartment, Sarah is besieged by a sea of unpaid bills that cast foreboding shadows across her kitchen table. The weight of the world seems to press down on Sarah's shoulders, her posture reflecting a deep, bone-weary exhaustion. Each bill is a stark reminder of her mounting struggles, each one a tangible weight adding to her despair. Her face, illuminated by the stark light, reveals the raw edges of her worry, etched deeply into every line and contour. She is a portrait of defeat, her spirit crushed under the relentless pressure of financial strain. The apartment wraps around her like a suffocating shroud, amplifying her sense of isolation and hopelessness. Sunlight bathes Sarah's apartment, the air filled with the comforting scent of freshly baked bread. Amidst a flurry of flour and mixing bowls, Sarah stands, her passion evident in every movement. Her family watches with a mixture of concern and skepticism, their unspoken questions hanging heavy in the air. "Sarah, darling, baking is a lovely hobby, but is it really a stable career path?" her mother asks, her worry etched in her expression. Her father adds, "We just worry about you. There are so many other options out there." Sarah's eyes flash with determination. "I know you're worried, but this isn't just a hobby for me. It's my passion. I want to share my creations with the world. I am not going to give up on my dream." In the heart of the bustling city, Sarah strides confidently, a portfolio clutched tightly under her arm. A sudden, jarring collision sends Sarah's precious designs scattering across the unforgiving pavement. Amidst the chaos, Daniel swiftly kneels, his expression a mix of concern and eagerness to help salvage the scattered artwork. A silent, shared moment of vulnerability hangs in the air as they gather the fallen designs, the city's noise fading into the background. Amidst the city's hustle, Daniel studies Sarah's cake designs, his expression a mix of curiosity and admiration. He nods slowly, drawn into the intricate details and creative flair of her work, the city noises fading around them. His posture reveals a genuine desire to encourage her, a silent acknowledgement of her potential. "You have talent," Daniel begins, his voice cutting through the city's noise. "But talent isn't enough. You need to believe in yourself first, before anyone else does," he says, his words hanging in the air. The warm glow of the oven spills into Sarah's apartment, casting a comforting light on her face. Bathed in the gentle light, Sarah moves with a newfound determination, inspired by Daniel's words. Flour dusts the air, each particle catching the light, creating a hazy, dreamlike atmosphere in the kitchen. The single lamp on the counter illuminates her workspace, highlighting her focused expression. In the quiet of the night, the act of baking becomes a testament to her resolve and burgeoning hope. Sunlight bathes Sarah's apartment, illuminating a flurry of activity as icing bags and cake boxes overflow from the counter. Sarah, dusted with flour, presents a beautifully decorated cake to Mrs. Jenkins, her elderly neighbor, whose eyes sparkle with anticipation. Mrs. Jenkins takes a bite, her face lighting up with pure delight. "Oh, Sarah, this is simply divine. The best cake I've tasted in years." Mr. Davis, savoring a chocolate cupcake, exclaims, "That chocolate one is incredible. I'll take a dozen cupcakes for my daughter's birthday." As Sarah beams, "Thank you all so much. I'm so glad you like them." Warm light spills across Sarah's apartment, casting long shadows over a battlefield of flour and scattered eggshells. In the center of the chaos, a collapsed cake sits forlornly, the tragic centerpiece of a culinary catastrophe. Sarah stares at the wreckage, her face a canvas of pure frustration. Each broken shell and smear of flour seems to chip away at her confidence, the weight of failure pressing down. Tears begin to blur her vision, each drop a testament to the depth of her disappointment. A sob escapes her lips, the apartment air thick with unspoken words of defeat and despair. Sunlight floods Sarah's modest apartment, each sunbeam highlighting the fine layer of dust suspended in the air. The laptop screen casts a pale glow on Sarah's face, reflecting the exhaustion in her eyes as she stares blankly ahead. A notification confirms the worst. A canceled order, a blow that seems to physically weigh her down as she sighs deeply. Despair flickers across Sarah's face as her gaze sweeps over the sparsely furnished room, the weight of unpaid bills pressing in from all sides. Dim light casts long, dancing shadows across the walls of Sarah's apartment, isolating her in thought. The echo of Daniel's words reverberates through the silent room, a haunting reminder of past events. Sarah sits alone, her face etched with a mix of sorrow and steely resolve. A flicker of determination ignites within her eyes, a spark against the encroaching darkness. The fire within her, once dimmed by despair, begins to blaze anew, fueled by unwavering spirit. A silent vow escapes her lips, a promise whispered to the shadows. "I will keep going." Under the bright sun, the local market buzzes with life, a symphony of chatter and laughter filling the air. Sarah's modest table becomes a beacon of color and sweetness, laden with cakes promising delight. Eager faces line up, drawn by the sweet aroma and the promise of Sarah's freshly baked goods. With a warm, inviting smile, Sarah serves her growing admirers, each cake a testament to her rising fame. Sunlight floods Sarah's cozy apartment, spotlighting a laptop screen buzzing with online orders. Each cake photo displayed is a miniature masterpiece, promising delight with every bite. Glowing reviews cascade down the screen, each word a testament to Sarah's growing success. A wave of accomplishment washes over Sarah, a silent acknowledgement of her dedication and passion. The aroma of freshly baked goods lingers in the air, a sweet symphony of success. Sarah smiles, a quiet moment of triumph amidst the whirlwind of her burgeoning local sensation. A bustling city street is now marked by the vibrant storefront of Sugar Rush, its banners boldly declaring, "Lowest prices in town." A digital screen hypnotically flashes images of exquisitely decadent pastries, drawing customers into the new bakery's sweet embrace. Across the street, Sarah stands as a solitary figure, her gaze fixed on the stream of people entering and exiting Sugar Rush. Worry etches deep lines into Sarah's face, a stark contrast to the sugary delights advertised nearby. Sarah feels a knot of anxiety tighten in her stomach. The newcomer is not just competition, it's a direct threat to her livelihood. In the solitude of her apartment, Sarah is visibly defeated, her shoulders slumping under the immense weight of the competition. Through the window, the vibrant city lights twinkle mockingly, a constant reminder of her fading dreams. Doubt and despair cloud her features, the once bright spark in her eyes now dimming. The apartment seems to close in around her as she teeters on the edge of surrender, the fight slowly draining away. A profound sense of hopelessness settles over her, threatening to extinguish her ambitions entirely. Amidst the vibrant chaos of the city, Daniel pauses, his gaze drawn to Sarah. He observes her unwavering dedication, a silent witness to her tireless efforts. The city buzzes with life, a cacophony of car horns and distant voices forming a backdrop to their unfolding story. Daniel watches, contemplating his next move. Narrator speaks of an offer. Daniel prepares to approach Sarah. Bathed in the golden sunlight of the busy city street, Daniel faces Sarah, his expression open and earnest amidst the rushing crowd. "Sarah, you've done more than most could dream of," Daniel says, his voice cutting through the city's hum. His eyes lock with hers, a hopeful challenge in their depths. But it's time to take the next step. With unwavering conviction, he lays his offer bare. Let's open a proper bakery together. You've earned it, but only if you trust yourself as much as I trust you. In her apartment, Sarah is bathed in the city's glow, each light a reflection of the countless possibilities swirling around her. She pauses, the weight of Daniel's offer pressing down on her. Anxiety etches lines onto her face, a stark contrast to the thrilling anticipation that flickers in her eyes. The risks and rewards dance around her, a tempest of uncertainty threatening to consume her. Her heart pounds in her chest, a mixture of terror and excitement propelling her toward an unknown future. Sunlight floods Sarah's apartment, each dust mote illuminated like tiny stars in her domain. The golden light catches the determined glint in Sarah's eyes, a silent promise of ambition fulfilled. A subtle nod seals her resolve, a silent agreement echoing in the sun-drenched room. The weight of opportunity settles on her shoulders, a challenge she accepts with unwavering focus. Sarah embraces her partnership with Daniel, visualizing the vast horizons of her expanding business. Golden sunlight floods the bakery, illuminating a flurry of activity as Sarah and Daniel prepare for their grand opening. Sarah, with meticulous care, arranges an array of pastries in the gleaming display case, each a testament to sweet artistry. Daniel delicately frosts a towering cake, his hands moving with the precision of a seasoned artist, transforming it into a masterpiece. The air is thick with anticipation, perfumed with the intoxicating scent of vanilla and warm cinnamon, a symphony of sweetness. Each perfectly placed pastry and swirl of frosting whispers promises of the delectable delights to come. A palpable sense of excitement hangs in the air, a sweet prelude to the grand opening. Under the radiant sun, a serpentine queue of eager patrons winds its way from Sarah's bakery, faces aglow with anticipation. Cameras click and whir, immortalizing the fervent dedication to Sarah's baked masterpieces. An olfactory symphony of warm, fresh-baked delights dances on the air, an irresistible siren song to those who pass by. Each breath is an invitation, promising a taste of Sarah's sweet alchemy. The bakery stands as a beacon, its windows displaying the edible dreams crafted within. Inside the warm bakery, Sarah stands behind the counter, her heart pounding with a mixture of anxiety and swelling pride. The scent of fresh bread fills the air, a comforting aroma amidst her swirling emotions. Her hands fidget slightly as she anticipates the moment. Through the entrance, Daniel appears, drawing closer with each step. Sarah's breath hitches as her gaze locks onto Daniel, her future hanging in the balance. The bakery air is thick with the comforting scent of warm bread, a haven of simple pleasures. Daniel gently takes Sarah's hand, his gaze a silent symphony of warmth and admiration. Sarah's face lights up, a radiant smile illuminating her features, reflecting her inner pride and happiness. "I never doubted you would make it," Daniel says, his words a gentle affirmation of her success. Bathed in the warm glow of the bakery, Sarah watches the bustling crowd, a gentle smile playing on her lips. The rich aroma of freshly baked bread fills the air as she contemplates the winding path of her life. An epiphany dawns on her. True success lies not in accolades or riches, but in the strength forged from resilience and passion. A spark of fierce resolve ignites in her eyes as she declares, "My story is just beginning."